When most people think of New York, they think of the Big Apple. But upstate New York is filled with welcoming and picturesque neighborhoods, which is exactly why homeowner Chris Dorenzo is raising his family there.
We were really drawn to this neighborhood where I grew up, knowing that it's a very quiet, family-friendly neighborhood.
Chris and his wife purchased a home in the town of Lyons. And before they can even bring in their first moving box, they're introduced to the neighborhood busybody who lives right next door.
The day that we did close on the home and got the keys, we were out front and she came out of her front door and said, "Hi, I'm the new neighbor. Your lawn really needs to be mowed."
One morning, as the fall turns to winter, they look outside and see something new attached with zip ties directly to their house, a snow fence.
So a snow fence typically help prevent the snow from blowing over the road or over your driveway. It is very uncommon to find a snow fence in a residential backyard, such as this.
Chris and his wife decide they don't want their neighbor's apparatus on their property. When she's never asked permission in the first place, they remove the fence from their house and take videos of themselves doing so to post on social media. But after taking the fence down themselves, the neighbor puts it back up while she thinks nobody's watching. Once she's done with the fence, she installs motion sensors in her house, pointed towards the Dorenzos to deter them from touching her precious fence.
After the neighbor had put 2 motion sensors in her window facing our home and the snow fence, we decided to take googly eyes and draw little faces all over the window that faces her house right next to the snow fence and just write, "We are watching you."
But the neighbor doesn't have a sense of humor about the matter. And while Chris is at work, she finds another way to once again put the fence back up.
She then proceeded to take several pieces of trash, like a garbage can, a bench, a block, and take those items and pile them against our house, pinning the snow fence between our house and those items. And my wife woke up and saw it and basically decided, "I've had enough, I'm done."
Not wanting their neighbor's apparatus on their property, Chris and his wife take it upon themselves to remove it. Infuriated by her fence being taken down a second time, according to Chris, their neighbor puts the fence up once more, then makes an unexpected call.
So instead of having a civil conversation, she decided that calling the state police would be a better avenue.
Okay, so you guys are the ones having issues with the neighbor, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
her snow fence is on our property, and she continues to pile her stuff up against our house.
Like against the gutters.
She's up. Let's compare maps.
When the New York State Troopers came, we had a map of the property line handy in our hand. I brought it out with me, so they could see exactly where the property line was.
We're gonna settle this right now. We gotta take measure. We're gonna compare maps.
That's not the property line. We own 5 inches.
Stop. You're not gonna argue with her over
Okay.
here. Do you understand?
Yep.
You won't speak to each other while I'm here.
Okay.
Understand?
Despite the heated words between both sides, the troopers attempt to work as a mediator between the two neighbors and to determine exactly where the property line ends.
She's piling this stuff up against all this, though.
Okay. Do you agree?
Nothing was touching there. You
That is
liar.
why I have
That's why I
pictures.
put this.
I have pictures.
We have pictures and videos.
And when they make the final call, the neighbor moves her a pile of junk and puts up the fence in a way that doesn't anchor on Chris's property.
She has generally left the snow fence alone where the cops told her she could put the stuff that was just over the edge of the property line.
Now, Chris and his family have an uneasy truce with their fence-loving neighbor, and he still holds out hope that they can have a reasonable relationship even after all the drama.
This experience has really taught me to listen to your neighbors and try and understand where they may be coming from. This situation has also made me realize that we need to buy a big farm one day with no neighbors anywhere in sight.
You liar. We have pictures and videos.